Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. We will find out today what is the syllabus for KCET 2021. Okay, so let us go year wise. That is, first we will see what is the first PO topic which we are going to work out and select for KCET, and which are the second PUC topics which we are going to learn. Okay, yes. Now, let me introduce myself. I am Clotilda Reshma, a maths educator on Unacademy, the India's largest learning platform. I teach KCET in Unacademy. Before starting today's class, I request you all to like, share and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to click on the bell icon. In Unacademy, I teach plus courses. I take up plus courses as well as I take up the special classes. Okay, now as you all know, these special classes are free for students who are preparing for KCET. So it is a bonus point for you all. Yes, so you will get the ideas how the classes will be, how to crack KCET 2021 in an easier, trickier way. Okay, so the link is given in the description box. Please do join using the link. Follow me on Unacademy such that you will get regular updates when is my class. Okay, so please do not miss any of the classes. You will get the all possible tricks and updates for KCET 2021 in those classes. Also, in Unacademy, a comprehensive batch is started. Okay, so what is this comprehensive batch? So let me tell you about that. So here you can see Karnataka CET 2021, the comprehensive batch. Okay, now you can see my photo also. I take up maths in this comprehensive batch course. Okay, now in this comprehensive batch, every topic will be taught in detail. A detailed structure will be given and the shortcuts, tips and tricks are given. Okay, so topic wise practice questions and tests are also undertaken in this comprehensive batch course. Okay, yes, so these will be the live classes. So this month plan, that is at the rate of 2250, a reasonable rate comparing to other organizations. Okay, yes, so this is valid till the 30th of November. But don't forget to use my code. If you use my code ReshmaLobo17, you will get extra 10% off on any of the plus courses which you join under this Unacademy. Okay, so this batch, comprehensive batch course is one of the beneficial course which we can say under this Unacademy. At a reasonable rate you all will get. Okay, now especially during this pandemic, you have lots of time. Okay, whereas the previous year students, they didn't have time. Now here lots of time is available. Don't waste your time. Okay, don't waste your time. Join these courses. You will get extra benefits from this. You will get the ideas how the course is, what type of questions are being asked in KCET 2021, because in this chapter wise discussion, first we are giving the synopsis to you, making you understand the synopsis. Over that we are going to give you the detailed structure, that is how are the questions, what type of questions from the previous years, from 2014 to 2020, what are the types of questions could be asked. Okay, and how you have to depend on NCERT. All that secrets will be told to you. Yes, so don't forget to join using my code ReshmaLobo17 to avail extra 10% off. Yes, so yes, and here there are other plans also. That is, there are 12 months plan, 6 months and a 1 month plan. Okay, so prepare well for KCET 2021. Use my code ReshmaLobo17 to get extra 10% off on any of the plus courses under this Unacademy, India's largest learning platform. Yes, so now in this session, we shall discuss what are the topics which are there in this KCET 2021. What are the topics? The questions could be asked, questions could be framed. So first, what we will do is, let us go to the first PU syllabus. Let us take that as part 1. Okay, so let us see which are the topics there in the first PU syllabus. Okay, so here we go for the first topic. So first PUC topics, let us see, and based on this few points I have highlighted what type of questions could be asked in these of the first PU topics. Okay, so the first topics let us take. So as a whole, the set, relations and functions. So the questions are taken up together, we can see. Okay, the set, relations and functions. Now based on this, what are the types of questions we need to concentrate on? So main thing, you should understand the definition of set. What is a set? What is relation? How they are interconnected? And what is a function? So the interconnectivity of all these three small topics is very, very important. And the shortcuts and tricks also we are going to give you. Okay, so here you should know the definition, the operations on set, the properties of set, which is very, very important. And yes, so before we start the relations here, we need to know what is the cross product or the Cartesian product. Okay, only if we know what is a Cartesian product, we will know what is a relation. Yes, and so what is the definition of a relation? Which are the types of relation? Because there are different types of relations which are available. Okay, so how do we learn these relations? And once we learn relation, what is the connection? How that relation will become a function? Which are the types of functions we are going to learn? Okay, and also we are learning the domain and range of functions. Okay, so what is the domain? What is the range? Okay, so where exactly the function, the definition, it is defined, all that we are going to learn under this chapter. Now, in every chapter, if you see, there will be 15 to 20 shortcuts. Okay, so what is that you have to do is, as you go through the chapters, you should note the shortcuts and tricks. And wherever you see, you look at a question, a CET, KCET question, idea should come to your mind. Which shortcut will I apply? How will I proceed with the problems? And believe me, with these shortcuts, you will be managing to solve any question within 1 minute. Okay, so yes, so these are the shortcuts and tricks also from every chapter, Yes, so let's go to the next one. Next, second chapter we have is mathematical reasoning. Now in this mathematical reasoning, so this is a first PU topic, but if you see the KCET question papers, 1 or 2 questions will appear from this chapter. Okay, so which are the types could be asked? Main thing you should know from this chapter is, what is a proposition or a statement? And which are the logical connectives, the 5 logical connectives which you are going to learn in this chapter. It is important. So these are the key points which I have just specified here. Okay, that will give you the entire idea of the chapter. And these 5 connectives, I said, based on that, they are truth table we have to learn. And any statement is given, how do you negate a given statement? There are 2 types which we are going to learn in this chapter. Okay, so yes, so we have how to negate the given statement. And once a statement, a conditional statement is given, how do you find the converse, inverse and contrapositive of the given statement? So that is under this chapter. Okay, yes, coming to the third chapter, here we have progressions. Now the progressions definitions are important. What is arithmetic progression, geometric progression and harmonic progression? What are their general forms and what is the general term? Which are the formulas which are available in this topic? All that we need to understand. Clear? Okay, next we learn about their means, that is arithmetic, geometric and the harmonic mean. And also we learn in this chapter the sum to infinite terms. So summation of the series, summation n formula, summation n square, summation n cube. All the problems based on this we are going to learn. Okay, yes, we move on to the next chapter, PMI, the principle of mathematical induction and summation of series. Okay, so principle of mathematical induction. Now this is a 5-mark problem if you go for a first PU board exam. Okay, annual exam. But here that question, similar type of question will be asked for 1 mark. 1 minute you have to answer it. Okay, so there are shortcuts and tricks how to solve such a big question within a second. Okay, yes, and also there are arithmetic geometric series, and yes, again the sum to n terms which for the summation of the series. Next we go to an important chapter again, 5th chapter, permutation and combinations. Okay, so from this permutation, the basic thing you should know is the factorial notation. What is this factorial notation? And the fundamental principles of multiplication and addition. Okay, now what is exactly the permutation? So what is permutations? We are going to learn arrangement of letters. So mainly in permutations you will be getting some word will be given and they will ask us arrange that word. Okay, so if there are repetitions, all that logic we should know and we are going to teach you in this particular topic. Okay, yes, so arrangement of letters, digits and word problems will be asked in this permutations. Also combination. From the idea of combination, what comes to my mind is random selection. Okay, there is no order, so that is combination and random selection of the objects. Also we learn in this concept, in this topic, the concept of circular permutation. So what exactly is circular permutation? How are you arranging objects round a circle, round a table? All such questions you are going to get in this topic. Also the arrangement of flowers and beads in the garland or a necklace. So all this using with the shortcuts and tricks is available in this chapter. Okay, yes, so next we are going to the 6th chapter, the binomial theorem. Okay, now in this binomial theorem, mainly we are going to learn, so binomial, if you know the statement of the binomial theorem, you can reach for any of the powers formula, that is x plus a to the power n. That is a general formula of binomial theorem. So the general term we are learning from that, how to find the middle term from a given binomial expansion, the properties of that, and yes, we also learn how to find the coefficient of particular term. Okay, x to the power m. Also term independent of x, that means there should not be any term of x, so that means it is coefficient of x to the power 0. Yes, and also now see this the general term is a term which is from the starting. Also we are learning from the end also how to find. Now suppose there are 10 terms, you think, from the end which is the second term, from the end which is the fifth term. So that is also which we are learning in this binomial theorem. So it is pth term from the end of the binomial expansion and the number of terms also in the expansion. Okay, yes, so we move on to the next chapter, linear inequalities. Now in this linear inequality chapter, how do you find? Now one inequality will be given and the question will be asked, what is the value for x? So that is nothing but you are finding the solution set of this linear inequality. What is the domain and range of this one? Okay, move on to the next chapter. It is the complex numbers, an important chapter again. So in this complex numbers, we are learning first the definition of complex numbers, algebra of complex numbers, how to find. So when this complex number, when it comes to existence, all that we are going to learn, because we are having the real solution so far. So from the real solution, how do you arrive at the complex number solution? Okay, so that is the algebra of complex numbers which you are learning. How do you write the conjugate of a complex number? Even that we are learning in this topic. Also, if a complex number is given to you, how do you find the modulus? how do you find the amplitude, that is theta, of the complex number? Yes, again the complex number is given. The question would be the polar form. So how do you represent any complex number in the form cis theta, that is cos theta plus I sin theta? That is nothing but the polar form. Okay, yes, and time saving results. Okay, so the time saving results, there are plenty of time saving results and shortcuts and tricks in each chapter, as I've told you. So yes, so you join our plus courses, and in detail every concept will be given to you. Yes, okay, so coming to the next chapter, the 9th chapter, coordinate system. Okay, now in this coordinate system, what we are going to learn is locus of a point. We are learning about the distance formula and the section formula. How do you find area of a triangle, centroid of a triangle? How do you find area of the quadrilateral? And here in this topic too, there are few time-saving results where you need not follow the lengthy steps, lengthy procedure. Immediately using the shortcut, you are able to get the area of the triangle and the quadrilateral. Okay, yes, so we move on to the next concept of straight lines. Okay, next concept of straight lines. Yes, so here in this straight line concept, we have the concept. What do we learn is slope of a line. We are learning the slope of the line. Okay, and yes, in this line form, what are the standard form of equations of the line? Okay, so we are learning about the equations too. And in this straight line concept, we have a slope point form. One slope will be given, one point will be given. Question will be asked, find the equation of the line. So we're going to learn that too. And slope intercept form, the normal form, parametric form. We're learning all different forms of how to write the straight lines. Yes, and also the general equation of a line we are going to learn, image of a point. Now the point is given to us, find the image. So what is the formula? What is the trick to find the image of a point? Also the foot of the perpendicular of a point. All tricks will be told to you in this concept of straight lines topic. Okay, yes, we move on to the next one, is 11th chapter, conic sections. Now in this conic sections, what all you are going to discuss? So conic sections is an important concept because each chapter, each topic which we are discussing here, you might be asked one question. Okay, so here we have the concept of circles. Under these circles, we have the definition, then the general equation, which is most important in the circle. What are the conditions for circles to touch each other? And about the tangents and the orthogonal circles. There is another concept in this conic section, the parabola. The different types of parabola. This is the easiest concept which we can see here. So the parabola, its definition, and you have 4 standard forms. Okay, so we are going to learn in detail about the 4 standard forms of a parabola. How to find its characteristics of the parabola also will be taught to you. Yes, and we have ellipse and hyperbola, another concept of conic sections. Their standard forms, definition, and parametric forms. Yes, we have the last chapter in first PU portion, the trigonometry. Yes, in this is one of the important chapter in the first PU syllabus which we can see. Okay, yes, so this trigonometry here, what we are going to learn is measurements of angles, trigonometric ratios, relations between sides and angles of a triangle, trigonometric ratios of half angles, general solution of trigonometric equations. Okay, and much more. The shortcuts, the tricks of trigonometry will be discussed in this chapter. Okay, so it's a request to you all, join the plus course. Okay, do not waste time because those are writing KCET 2021. These chapters are already done to you in first PU. So you need to learn this. You need to have a clear-cut idea about these topics. Okay, yes. So now let us see which are the topics important in the second PU concept. Second PU topics. Yes, so here we go with the second PU topics. The first one is the matrices chapter. Yes, So matrices, determinants, they are all important concepts of the second period topics. Okay, yes. So in this matrix chapter, we are learning the definition and the types of the matrices. How do we multiply matrices? Finding the transpose of these matrices and the different types, symmetric and skew symmetric types of matrices. Okay, yes. So in this chapter of the second chapter called the determinants, we are learning a small matrix is given. How do you find the adjoint of that? Using Cramer's rule, how do you solve the given linear equations? So that is another thing which we are learning in determinants. How do you find the inverse of a matrix? How we solve the solutions of the linear equations? The properties of determinants. Using the properties of determinants, how you are able to solve the questions. Okay, so that is also being taught in this determinants concept. Yes, next we have third chapter, inverse trigonometric function. Believe me, it is a small chapter, a 2 exercise chapter. Okay, for a board exam from this 8-mark question will appear. Also for your KCET, 2 to 3 questions appear from this topic. A very, very important topic, especially the domain range table in this inverse trigonometric functions is the most important, which I can say. Yes, okay, then we have here the properties. So we have the properties of inverse trigonometric functions. Yes, so what are the properties? Based on the properties, first we need to learn here is the domain range table. Based on that table, I have first few shortcuts and tricks and a few ideas how you are going to learn. Okay, so don't miss my class of inverse trigonometric function, one of the important topics at which I can say. Okay, then we have the fourth topic called the vectors. Now this vectors also is an important chapter. These are all important concepts which I have picked up. Okay, and towards the end also I have given you the detailed structure, the detailed plan from 2014 to 2020. Which topic, how many questions have arrived. Okay, so you'll get a clear-cut idea how to choose, how to select which chapter has a greater weightage. Okay, so in this vectors chapter, we are learning the definition, types of vectors, algebra of vectors, the scalar product, cross product, scalar triple product, and this vector product too. How do we say the two vectors are collinear, coplanar vectors, projection of the vectors, all this we are going to learn, and many shortcuts also are available in this topic. Next we have the continuation of vectors, I can say, is the 3-dimensional geometry chapter. Okay, so in this we are going to learn the direction cosines, the intercept form, different equations of a line, equations of a plane, and finding how to find the ratio m:1 Okay, so here we have plenty of shortcuts too in this topic which we are going to discuss. Yes, so we have the 6th chapter, limits. Limits concept is a first PU topic, but it is going with the connection with continuity and differentiability. So I have taken that together. Okay, so limits, continuity, and differentiability. So limits definition, how do you solve the limits problems using the substitution method and the L'Hospital's rule, which plays a very important role in limits chapter. That is very, very important. Yes, so we also have the standard limits which are there in this limits chapter, and continuity. Based on this continuity, you will get 1 or 2 questions. Find k. If the function is given continuous, how you are going to find the value of k? How do you solve it? Because it is using the limits concept, so I have included that limits portion in this. Okay, and yes, the derivative, differentiability, the differentiation concept, you will enjoy my topic because I have shared so many tricks of differentiation. Students usually find this topic differentiation very difficult, but not after using my tricks. You will enjoy the concept of differentiation and integration too. Okay, these are the major topics. If you are going for engineering after you clear your KCET, if you're going for higher studies, you're for engineering, these are the Very, very important topic. So never miss this out. So don't miss the chance of missing my topic of differentiability and also integration. Okay. Yes. Also we learn chain rule, product rule and the quotient rule, then differentiation of inverse trigonometric functions and much more. We have so many concepts of differentiation which we have to discuss to you. Okay. Yes. And the application of derivatives. We have 5 concepts in the application of derivatives. One is how the tangent and normal type, the rate measure, approximation, increasing, decreasing functions, maxima and minima of a given functions. Yes. We have the next one, indefinite integrals. So the definition, integrals are of different functions, substitution method, integration by partial fractions. Yes, so I have a shortcut tricks also in this integration. And the integration by trigonometric identities, integration by parts, I have a shortcut there. Also, don't miss it. Yes, and the definite integrals concept, where the properties of definite integrals play a very important role. So based on the properties, we are going to see any question. First, how to use the property and solve it in a quicker way. Then the problems based on these properties. And the application, very, very important. The area under the curves concept. Here also plenty of shortcuts are available. Yes, and the definite integrals as limit of a sum. Yes, so we have the differential equations too here, and in this we are discussing the definition, the order degree, formation of first order differential equation, variable separable method, solutions of linear differential equation, how do we find the integrating factor. This topic too is a very important chapter for your higher studies. So you understand this chapter, this basic here, 2 to 3 questions appear from this topic, very, very important topic. Okay, and we have the last chapter, probability in second PU concept. Very important chapter once again. Yes, an interesting topic. Yes, we have so many shortcuts based on this probability too. So we have here random experiment, sample space, what is an event, what is mutually exclusive, what are equally likely, exhaustive and independent events. We have problems based on addition theorem, conditional probability, very important, Bayes theorem, binomial distribution and Bernoulli trials, finding mean, variance, probability distribution, very important. And yes, this statistics and LPP, we learn it together. So in statistics, this is a basic again from the first PU concept, we are finding the range, mean, median, and in LPP, sometimes you will get the inequalities given, find the optimal solution, or sometimes the graph will be displayed to you, and looking at the graph, the feasible region, you are going to find what is the optimal solution. Yes, so also I said I have a detailed plan for you from 2014 to 2020, each chapter weightage. Yes, so wait and watch for chapter wise analysis. Yes, so we have the chapter set here. We have the chapter set here. You can see in 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. Yes, then relations and functions. So based on this, we have trigonometry, inverse trigonometry, mathematical induction, complex numbers and quadratic equations, linear inequalities, LPP, permutation combination, binomial theorem, sequence and series. So looking at this, you can decide what type. See, here and there, 1 or 2 questions will be slightly more or less, but these are the questions which have appeared from 2014 to 2020. So if you want to clear your KCET within 500 or within 1000 rank, solve all these papers 14 to 2020, you will get the ideas how the questions will appear. Yes, and we have matrices chapter, determinants. Look at this, the last part, 2020 year continuity differentiability, you have got 6 questions. Okay, so it's have a greater weightage. You look at the integration concept, 7 questions from this topic. Yes, so we have matrices, determinants, vectors, straight lines, conic sections, 3D, limits, continuity differentiability, application of derivatives, integration, application of integrals, differential equations, reasoning, statistics and probability. Based on each topic, which are the concepts you need to concentrate already, I've given it to you. So go through this, go through the analysis and then decide how you are going to learn and crack KCET. Yes, so once again, let me tell you about the Unacademy, the India's largest learning platform. In this platform, the comprehensive batch, which I'm teaching maths in this comprehensive batch course. Yes, do join the plus course and don't forget to use my code ReshmaLobo17 to get extra 10% off on any of the plus course you are going to join. So first of all, you have a reasonable rate. Over that, 10% off is too much, right? Yes. So yes, these are the best plans which we can say for the Karnataka CET 2021 aspirants. Okay, so these are the different plans. Please do join these plus courses under Unacademy. Don't forget to use my code ReshmaLobo17 to get extra 10% off. Yes, please stay tuned to my next session where I will be giving you the tips and tricks how to clear the KCET 2021. Don't miss that class. Thank you so much for joining today's class. Thank you.